Dude, the best documentaries of all time always go back to like Planet Earth.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I feel like we peaked there.
Those were amazing.
Honestly.
Who was
oh
the
my God,
it
that
was
scared
like
me.
Whiplash.
Whoa,
Hey, there we
whoa.
go.
We just, okay, all right.
We've been going, Matt. We've been going. Yeah,
I'm sure we can
Planet
make this
Earth.
like 3 hours long, honestly.
Planet Earth was amazing. What's the British guy that his voice?
Oh gosh, I can't remember.
I feel like it's a Sir something. Sir Anthony.
It has to be
It
something
has
proper.
to be something. Sir Anthony. Something along those lines. All right. Well, we'll welcome the guest here. Welcome to the St. Louis
It is.
podcast. Sir.
David Attenborough.
Okay, David Attenborough. I knew he was a sir.
David Frederick.
So do they, when you get pronounced, right, you have to be a...
how do you earn the
You have
title?
to like own
it's a
land,
knight,
I think.
right?
You know, speaking of owning land.
You have to be knighted in order to be a sir, yes. So
Okay.
usually it comes from the queen, but it doesn't have to.
Okay.
Do they do the sword?
There is a full ceremony. Yeah, they do like the sword, the actual knighting part. Yeah.
I want to be
All right,
knighted.
that's
I'm
pretty cool.
ordained, but not knighted.
That's pretty cool.
See? It was like just a random like 2 a.m. college experience. I filled out some form online and it gave me a certificate. So like if anyone wants to get married, you could hit me up theoretically. Like, I am ordained, but
Is that one of those many scams online?
it
Where
probably.
you can like buy a star, but it's bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if it actually holds any value or like holds any weight, but hey, I'm ordained.
That was the big... Oh, so you're talking about the knighthood over in... Like you buy the plot of land in Ireland?
You buy like a yard.
That's a
yeah.
big scam.
It's a scam?
Yeah.
That's a lordship. That's different. You
Yeah,
become a
okay.
lord.
I mean,
of
I
Scotland.
never bought into it, but I was like, oh, that's kind of cool.
I think it's established titles is what it was. No, they got into a
Oh.
bunch of trouble because they were advertising all over YouTube. And So I
Yeah.
watch a bunch of podcasts. They were all over the place, established
Yo.
titles. And then they got called out like at the beginning of this year for a whole scam. Because it's like, it's not lordship. All they did, like,
Wait
I
a
don't
minute.
really know how it plays out, but essentially, I think this company just owns a little bit of land. And it's like,
they're just like, oh,
so
we
it's
can
bullshit.
just,
You don't actually own
Yeah.
any land. You don't own anything,
wow. So
Yeah.
you're like leasing land.
essentially.
If it's the same thing I'm thinking of, you buy like a tree or something, they put it on a plot of land that they own, but technically you own it, so now you're now a lord.
Mhm.
But they do that a lot.
Lord of the...
Yeah,
Lord
that was
of-
on
Lord of-
that was on a reality show where they like went over there and did that, and they like became a lord.
Yes.
It was like a bit.
That's kind of impressive.
Yeah,
Lord of the
they
one,
like changed
one
their
tree.
title. Yeah,
I mean, I would. If I was
Yeah, why not?
if I was told like I was knighted or a lord, I'd be like, yeah, I'm putting that on my resume.
Mhm.
I'm putting that on my
LinkedIn will
business
know.
card.
yeah.
Yeah, like changing everything about my branding.
Anytime you introduce yourself to someone, my name is Lord.
Yeah.
Lord
It's like,
Eric.
hello, I am Lord Dante. Thank you.
All right. So David Attenborough, there we go. Yeah.
We got our
anyways, they released a new Planet Earth maybe last year, I think. But it wasn't David Attenborough. I think it was someone else.
And it wasn't like it was like a very niche thing.
Yes.
that was
it
Planet
was
Earth.
just the oceans, I think.
Yeah.
So,
Which
Well-
interesting still.
yeah, it is.
I
Respect
think-
to the ocean.
I think
Yeah.
David Attenborough's dead.
Oh,
Oh.
well, that's really
He was born in
unfortunate.
1926.
26?
What?
That's what it just
Wait,
said.
what?
So he would be 97. I'm pretty sure he's dead.
What?
So when they had him doing the original, was that elder abuse? He had to be like 100 years old when he was doing the original
he's
one.
still alive.
No shit.
Yo.
So he's 97.
Yeah, he's still alive.
Oh, we got to
Damn.
put some respect on Sir's name.
Dude.
Are you kidding me?
No wonder he's a knight.
Wow.
What a badass.
Seriously.
Yeah, what do we got? So
Our
it was
planet,
our
planet
planet.
Earth,
Yeah,
planet
that's
Earth
what it was.
2,
Oh, yeah.
the blue planet, prehistoric planet.
Oh, wow. We have variations of the planet. We have a multiverse of planets, apparently.
I remember the first time Planet Earth came out, and you had to pick like which region you were gonna watch.
Yeah.
It was like the ocean. You had like what ocean? You had like the forest, the rainforest. I always went to the rainforest.
That's because it's like so interesting.
I know,
You know?
it's fucking crazy. Like
Yeah.
all of the animals and shit. Like
Mhm.
just the colors is wild. It makes no sense.
Yeah, seriously.
Like
And then
you
like,
drive down St. Louis, all you see is like gray and green, and
yeah, it's
you
just
got nothing. There's no orange or
right now. Like all the leaves are dead, all the grass is dead because
Yeah.
it doesn't rain anymore.
No,
So
Yeah.
no.
It's that in between season.
yeah,
That's because the government's controlling the weather. Don't you know this?
I mean, and the arch is in on it.
That's right.
Okay,
That's right.
all right.
That's
you heard
right.
it here first.
That's right. Dude, that's an interesting story, actually.
about the arch,
Yeah.
or
'cause-
like just the government controlling the weather.
no, because
I was about to say both.
oh yeah, both is good, but the arch itself, like they used to have an article on the arch's website talking about how the original creator was trying to do something. But
Really?
but St. Louis does have like a weird weather system. Like a
Yeah.
lot of the time, like severe weather like misses downtown.
Mhm.
But apparently that's due to the rivers. I'm not a meteorologist. I don't know.
Yeah, it does miss downtown a lot.
It
I mean,
does.
I never really see stuff in the city. Like I'll get texts from people out in West County and they're like,
Yeah.
there's this huge hail. And I'm
Yeah.
like, but like I can see the sun
Yeah.
right now.
It
Like,
doesn't make any sense.
There's a couple clouds that way and then they always go around.
Yeah, that's it.
Always
That
miss
is-
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's literally like
But see the arch. I mean,
so maybe it makes sense.
I'm just saying.
It sends it all to the airport.
But-
That's why the
Yeah.
airport gets destroyed.
But
every
sometimes
year
the
by
Cardinals
storm.
games get rain delayed.
No, they get rain, but they don't get like.
Like insane.
It's not like
storms.
rain.
When's the last time there's been a
Like a
tornado
torrential
downtown?
When
You
was
know
the last
what?
time there was a tornado here?
There was actually
There's
one
been a
that
ton of
could have hit
tornadoes.
downtown
There was a
earlier this
tornado
year.
last year that missed our office building in Maryland Heights.
Oh,
Remember? It
yeah,
went
I do
through-
remember that.
It went through Defiance
Yeah.
and all of that area.
Oh yeah.
And St. Charles. That fucked
Yeah.
fucked some stuff up.
And we
last
left, yeah.
year. Yeah. No.
I'm like,
and
great, I'm driving
we've
through a
had
tornado.
tornadoes in St. Louis.
We
All
did.
right, all
But
right.
usually they
Take
just
back.
kind of drop. They don't do like
Yep.
they don't do like a ton of damage. They don't go for miles.
Yeah.
I watched Twister this weekend.
Oh wow.
It's such a good 90s movie. I cannot. Bill Paxton is my fucking hero.
Guessing
Never
you
seen
didn't
it.
watch that on Hulu though, right?
No. I actually have
YouTube Premium.
That's
Yeah.
no. I have like 100 movies that I've bought over the years and they're all downloaded
Oh yep.
on like either Amazon or Google.
Mhm.
And so it's like all 90s movies. It's ridiculous. You're like,
Top Gun on there?
you want to watch a Denzel movie? I got all of them bought.
You've got every single one
Yeah.
of them. You got the library. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm like, I got all those classic movies. You turn on like TNT 5 years ago, any of those movies that were on, I got
It's like
them
you
all.
have everything.
Yeah.
You are like a TV station then. You have the
Yeah.
collection.
I know. Well, my buddy used to have a Plex. You ever hear of Plex?
What is a Plex?
So Plex is like a server that you can use, and he was torrenting just anything possible under the sun. And so you could like, I would send him a list of like 100 movies. He'd have them up, the following day.
Yeah.
And there was like 20 people that were all streaming this. He lived in Chattanooga, so they had like gigabyte internet. So
that must be nice.
And then he moved, and then he didn't have gigabyte internet.
Oh.
And also, he doesn't want to maintain it, which I get it. He's got a big boy job. He's working on rockets and shit. So
Okay. That's pretty significant. But
Yeah.
I mean, movies are also cool too.
yes, I know.
But like, don't do crazy things.
Yes. Yeah, no, I was just talking about how torrenting is coming back. Well, now, have you noticed HBO's licensing a ton of stuff on Netflix?
Yeah.
Really?
Because they put Ballers. There was just like two other ones.
Yeah,
I
a
just
lot of
saw.
stuff is like leaving Netflix.
Yeah, because the only two profitable platforms are Hulu and Netflix.
Mhm.
It said Peacock lost billions. Obviously, who the hell pays for Peacock?
That's
I
'cause
don't.
there's too many now.
Yeah.
There's like
Even
it-
Disney lost billions.
like now this is just like cable with extra steps.
Yeah.
That's all everything.
yeah, you have
Yeah.
Paramount, you have Peacock.
Yeah.
It's too much.
Apple TV Plus. And
Yeah,
then you have
Apple TV also lost hundreds of millions of dollars.
I mean, they should have just
There's nothing on there.
yeah,
there's really not.
Yeah.
Like
they need
I
to
have
go
Apple
back to
TV
just
Plus.
licensing. Yeah.
Yeah. I have it to have like Paramount Plus, and that's about it. I
Well,
get
the
it
problem with
through Apple TV.
Okay, that makes sense.
See,
The problem with I was paying like $15 for Max, and then it went up to like $20,
Uh-huh.
and Max is
and they're all going up.
trash. I'm gonna
I like
say right now.
Max.
Are they all their shows are so bad that
Oh, wow.
Max makes themselves?
Yeah,
Mm,
Max.
Name a
I
good
agree.
one.
Euphoria, Succession.
No, those are HBO.
What is?
So Max, Max is
that
they're
is
not the
HBO
same
now.
thing?
no. So HBO. So this is the confusion. It was like HBO Go and HBO Now. Then it
Yeah.
went HBO Max. 90% of those shows on HBO Max were Max shows. Warner Bros. Owns Max. So Warner Bros. Bought HBO. So then essentially they just used HBO's name to push shitty content on their platform. And now, so that's why HBO is licensing stuff to Netflix.
So why don't they just like?
They're gonna get rid of it,
Stick
like,
with one thing.
There's not going to be like Peacock and all these platforms aren't going to be a thing. They're going to be licensing. They're going to go back to selling their stuff to Hulu and Netflix.
Hulu just upped their price to like $25.
$25.
I think it's like $24.99.
for what?
How many
I mean,
users?
documentaries. Okay.
I think
As
it's
long
like
as it's-
5.
If they go the route of Netflix where you have to like,
Be in the house.
I've always bummed off my parents' Netflix forever.
Me too.
I mean,
Oh, same,
who
yeah.
hasn't?
Yeah.
So then what? You had It was either create a whole new account, which doesn't make any sense.
Yep.
Also, for the wise people out there, you can add like, I think it's like 2 or 3 accounts onto it, and it's like an additional like $6.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I did. So now I send my parents like $6. I'm like, here's the money.
What's the
You get hit with that Venmo request.
Yeah.
You're like, all right, it's time.
Yeah. Well, I used to pay for Max, and then I was like, yeah, we're good. And I stopped paying for Max.
We've gone too far. We have devolved the whole channels and everything.
Have we even introduced the podcast today, or you?
No.
All right, let's do that
We're
real
driving
quick.
Matt crazy.
Welcome to the St. Louis podcast for September 22nd, 2023. You got myself, you got Katie Baker here as well, co-hosting in the co-host chair. Welcome. Today we have Original Dante, award-winning digital content creator on the St. Louis podcast. We're going to get in the weeds with him and his business. But before we do, as always, you're listening to this somewhere. If you could, please go ahead, subscribe, give a thumbs up. Go ahead and turn that notification bell on. Leave a review. Send to your friend. Send to your buddy. We got some good clips on here. Come on, we talk about aliens. We talk about, stuff that's eventually going to get us into trouble maybe one day.
We talk about Max.
That's right. Mm-hmm. We talk about Max. We talk about Panera and that's sucking. We talk about a lot of things.
Thank you for calling it Panera. I feel like they've like gone downhill over the years.
They're trash.
They need to earn the Breadco title back.
Dude, they're coming back.
I'm just saying.
They're coming back as St. Louis
With what?
Breadco.
Are they taking the microwaves out or?
I used to work there 10 years ago. It was way better. We used to make our own food.
See?
That was the nicest. You know what's so stupid about working in food? Even if you work a shitty job at Breadco, make like 10 an hour, at least you don't have to pay for your lunch. And if you're one of those guys,
That's true.
If you're one of those employees that pays for your lunch at a restaurant, why? What are you doing?
Just be like, hey.
It's like you get the employee discount. It's
thing.
like, I'm not paying $8.
Yeah, comp this.
Yeah.
Take it off.
Yeah.
That's how it was in retail. I feel like everybody went either the food path or the retail path.
Yep.
And I was definitely the retail. I worked at like Aeropostale.
What's worse?
Oh gosh. I feel like they have their own unique.
The smell of food is the biggest thing. That is the worst thing about working in food.
What do you mean? Like smelling it
It's
all
like
day?
you're around temptation all the time.
Oh, smelling like it.
Oh, yeah.
Once you're done with working, you go home and shower. Like you smell like.
I worked
even
at Bandana's
Breadco.
Barbecue and it was awful. Smelling like the smoker all day. I'm like, ooh.
Oh yeah.
I feel
disgusting.
like after an hour, you're probably like, all right, I'm good.
See, we normally smelled like colognes and stuff because they always spray that stuff around. But like, it was always too much.
I was gonna say I would get a headache.
Always too much.
Ugh.
Well, it wasn't Aeropostale as much as American Eagle.
No, Hollister.
Hollister, excuse me, you're right. Hollister and Abercrombie were the two that just. It was like, how do you work in here all day long?
You don't.
Is there? I feel like there's going to be some sort of claim in the future against these companies for like health.
Losing brain cells.
I could see that.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Well, I mean, if you worked at Hollister, did you have a lot to begin with? Just kidding.
I actually went in there.
I'm just kidding.
I went in there this past weekend and it's
Just
still the
flaming.
same. It's the exact same.
Nothing has
no
changed.
lights. Nope. No lights.
it's still maze.
Blaring music.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Let me ask
the
you guys
scent
this.
is just overwhelming.
Yeah.
Because I've worked both food and real retail. So would you rather be cussed out by some fat dude who's 2 bites away from obesity or an entitled Karen screaming at the top of her lungs? Which one to you sounds better?
I'm going to take the guy with the food.
I'm gonna take the Karen.
Yeah, you might.
I'm gonna take the Karen.
Yeah, see this.
I'm gonna take the Karen.
Man, holy
Yeah.
crap.
I'm gonna
I'd have
do
to
that.
go food.
I'd go viral on TikTok if I posted that video. Come on now. Like,
I wish.
How many Karen compilations do you see? They're everywhere. You can't escape them.
I missed that. I didn't work retail in time where I could upload.
I was a little bit before that, and I'm like, I missed out on an opportunity.
I wish I can go back to umpiring when I was 15 and 14 years old, throwing out parents of kids, like getting that on video. That'd be hilarious because they would just melt down.
Good.
You're a 15-year-old talking to an adult with kids, and they're literally melting down at you. It was a strike.
No, that's still relevant today because my boyfriend plays at Veta every Tuesday and they play against we call them wife beaters because they take it so seriously. There's fights every single week. Against these at Veta, the one in South County.
Okay.
Off Tesson.
This sounds entertaining.
It's insane
you
every
can watch.
week.
You can go there and watch.
I was to say, yeah.
Yeah. There's a game tonight.
All
Okay.
Manchester.
All right.
It's all
Well, let me make
Manchester.
sure.
Yeah,
Clear my
the
schedule.
older guys truly just want to fight everybody.
That's kind of wild though.
They'll
you know?
like body check them so hard, but then like they get body checked and they're like on the ground, broken bones because they're 55 years old.
Yeah.
Sounds like a lot of upset older dudes.
It is.
It's like chill. Like, how's your retirement doing?
Right.
Let's think about that. Priorities.
It's like you feel proud going home after you just like screamed at a 23-year-old.
Yeah. Like, I don't understand that.
On Veta, like on a Veta team.
It's not that serious.
It was.
You don't win a trophy.
It was
like,
very serious.
You
I
win
had
a
to
free
tell.
bar
I had
tab.
to tell parents your kid's not going to make it. That was like my one thing I would say, and that was like the jaw drop of a parent. Like
They're like,
someone
how
else.
could you say that?
Yeah.
My kid's a superstar.
It's like your
Have you
kid's
seen that video of like, there was a kid that caught a ball, like a basketball, and then the mom is like, that kid is going to be a world-class athlete someday. And then the ball gets thrown back and it hits him in the
Yeah.
face. It's like, you know, sometimes your kid might not be the world-class athlete. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
He's almost definitely not.
Yeah, it's like, it might not happen. You just got to accept that.
Are you?
Sorry.
I wonder what's the odds of having a successful business and like say 10 to 20 employees plus, or being a professional sports player.
I feel
It's
like
got to be a business owner.
Yeah.
It's got to be. There's
yeah.
no way.
You
How
have
many
to be.
professional athletes are there making millions a year?
Do you know how many
A
just
lot.
professional athletes there are versus business owners? Think about how many business owners there are in St. Louis versus the entire
How
baseball
many
team.
professional athletes?
Either that or they just have a really good agent
Mm-hmm.
that's like doing all that for them.
Right.
They delegate, you know?
Or like the college admissions scandal a couple years ago.
Which
you hear about
one?
that?
I feel like there were several.
You're talking about the one in
Lori Loughlin,
yeah,
the one from Fuller House.
the one in California.
Yeah.
Yep.
Her daughter is like a YouTuber, and I used to really like her. And then she was on like the rowing team.
Yeah,
Or something.
But she
Mhm.
doesn't actually row.
Yeah, it was all fake, and she got like a scholarship for it
It's so funny. It's like, why don't you actually just like row? Or why
because
does
she doesn't need to because she's so rich.
Also, why does she need a scholarship?
Right?
That's
Why do you have to go to college?
That part.
Why do you
Hold
need a
on a
scholarship? Yeah.
Yeah, you're wealthy.
Yeah.
What?
That's what I'm saying. You don't even need to go to
You don't
college.
need it.
Yeah.
You're set up.
I
You're
know.
fine.
I know. You're taking it from people
I'm upset.
that actually. All right, hold on.
So
now that we
Eric-
brought up school, hold on. Before we brought up school, hold on. Let me introduce Dante here, my lord. Dante Barger.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. You have no idea how much joy it brings me
I
hearing you actually get that right.
well, what do you think the percentage of time people get Vi right? Our company is Vi Media. How many times do you think people actually say Vi?
10%.
10% is
If that.
about right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
V.
Yep. I
How
can
the
see
fuck
that.
is that V?
I mean, because it's IE.
Okay,
Makes an E
pie.
sound.
What? No,
That's
it doesn't.
one word.
No, tie.
That's, wait a minute.
No, pie is spelled the same way. P-I-E.
I know, tie.
versus
Yeah,
V-I-E.
Pie.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were saying like Thai food.
There's a bunch.
That's what I thought too. I'm like,
And I was
those
like,
are
that's not the
different
same.
No, no,
letters.
no, there's a bunch.
You bought the wrong vowel.
There's no IE that's like we.
Yeah.
It's
Don't start going down a path, man. English
All
sucks.
right,
as a
that's true.
language.
All right.
That's true.
Dante produces high quality video content that helps his clients achieve their goals and stand out in a crowded marketplace. You've worked with companies like Ballpark Village, Brown and Crouppen, Budweiser, Bud Light, Porsche, Gateway Arch, Park Foundation, and more. His work has been featured in the New York Times, Washington Post, USA Today, ESPN, and more. All right.
Oh, dang. You did your research.
So digital content creation.
Yes. Oh, let's get into it.
Okay. So you started your first podcast. I watched a portion of that first
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah.
You're talking a lot about school. So I think we've kind of hit on it on the podcast here, but I don't really think we've talked about schooling in terms of why it's setting up most people for failure.
Mm-hmm.
So with that said, this is My Degree Podcast.
Mm-hmm.
You have one episode out right now. You said you have some waiting to be uploaded, or is there more out right now?
There's 3 out right now.
Okay.
I have a couple in the queue, and then the one coming up this week is going to be, which I'm assuming will be out by the time this launches.
This comes
Friday.
out Friday.
Oh, it'll be out the same day. So
Perfect.
be sure to check that out after you hit subscribe and all that stuff.
That's
here.
right.
Like, come
That's
on,
right.
Don't respect the channel.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's I talk about just like education and how like what I do now is not related at all to my degree.
Yep.
Some people are like, oh, you went to school for graphic design. That's kind of the same. It's like, No, whole different programs, whole different approach. You know, it's like I started out as an illustration major and then I was like, oh, this is what I'm passionate about. Cause I used to sell comic books in elementary school.
Nice. Okay.
Like I used to be all about it. I made like this whole series of comics with like different superheroes that I made up. And then I realized that maybe I shouldn't go into illustration because I'd love to be able to pay the bills someday.
Yeah.
Because there's like speaking of small percentage of people that make it, illustrators, it's very hard. The barrier of entry is super high.
Graphic designers used to be like something that you could make good money on.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Whenever
back
I started
in like the
school,
90s.
Yeah.
And, well, before really there was like a lot of digital stuff. Like back when it was all like even an ad that you would create. It's not in Illustrator. That was all being drawn.
Yeah.
Forever. For the longest period of time. Mad Men, that's artists.
See, I'm just saying, like, put some respect on graphic design. But
That's
now
right.
Canva kind of ruined everything for me. So now like graphic design has become more of a secondary skill.
Yeah.
So it's more like you're a social media manager that knows how to do graphic design. You're a marketing manager that knows how to do graphic design. You're a videographer, photographer that knows how to do graphic design.
Well, the other thing too is you can just look up videos on YouTube of how to use all of it.
Yeah.
So it's like, why would you go to school for it?
And there's so many tools out there now, like Canva, and now like AI is coming out. It's like that niche is kind of dissolving, and I feel like it's one of the first jobs that's being phased out.
Yeah.
You know, because even like the jobs that I've had for the past couple years, they've all been related to a camera, which is something that I didn't even like go to school for. I picked it up as a hobby.
What do you think about these AI headshots?
They're weird. They're creepy. Have you seen some of them? They're like adding teeth and like adding ears, and
a
like,
lot of them aren't great, but I've seen some amazing stuff come out of them too, which is like the one. It's like the needle in the haystack. 1 out of 100, but you're like, holy shit.
Yeah, it's
this
like
one is really good, but everything else is like, all right, this is a little off. This
it's like
the mustache
unsettling.
is missing here. This lip looks weird. What's going on?
Yeah, it's like that's not me. I don't know where you got that.
Or the shading. Or the shading a lot of the time. It's like it looks like someone put like 8 pounds of makeup on you. It's like this doesn't.
It's like it's too even.
Yeah.
Like
too smooth.
Yeah.
Face tune.
It's crazy. I mean, I don't know. AI, people freak out about it, but like I'm not freaked out about it yet because AI, like ChatGPT and stuff, is just as good as your communication skills are.
Yeah.
You have to be able to tell it what you want and be precise and like communicate exactly what you're looking for or looking to achieve in order for it to give you a good result.
Yeah.
If you just say like, hey, make me a coffee recipe, it's just going to give you like the most general bland piece of crap. But if you're like, I have lactose intolerance and I need something that's going to be fall flavored, that's going to be light on calories, and something that will give me just enough caffeine kick, it'll end up giving you something else like this, which I'm not going to say. No free press.
What, Starbucks?
All right. Well, I guess, yes. It's an apple crisp oat milk thing.
What do we got here?
Yeah. I mean, oat milk is the best.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Like it makes coffee fluffier. The flavor passes
Creamy,
through.
yeah.
Yes.
That's what we have at the office.
See, I always get anytime I go to Starbucks, I'm getting shaken espresso.
Yep.
Vanilla foam up top.
That's how you do it.
That's it. I don't know why they make it. Here's my thing with Starbucks though.
Okay.
They're so fucking hit and miss. Like,
I feel that way about Dunkin'.
They're not.
You go to Dunkin' for coffee?
A lot of my friends do, and I'm like, it's disgusting. I would rather
just
pay
make
more
shit
for
at your house.
Starbucks.
Just make stuff at your house.
Listen, if you go to Dunkin', I just have to be real with you. Please don't.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
Donuts, great.
Donuts
Fantastic.
are solid.
Like go there, pick up a whole dozen, pick up 2 dozen. They're amazing. But if you drink coffee from there,
if you're only going for coffee,
you need
that's
help.
a fucking crime.
That is a crime.
And you should be thrown in jail.
Yeah.
That's terrorism level.
It's just like dirt water.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Wait, what's better though, Dunkin' or Panera coffee?
Oh,
Dunkin'.
Yep.
I guess Dunkin'.
Panera's awful.
It's so bad. I had a free drink from there one time, and I got it, and I was like, glad it's free.
Yeah.
Because I literally threw it away.
It's like you should actually pay me to drink this.
Even when I worked there 10 years ago, I would get free coffee, and I'd be like, no.
It's not good.
No.
Their
Starbucks
tea,
actually
though.
used to be good back then too.
Teas are still good.
Have you had the charged lemonades?
I haven't had a charged lemonade?
You ever heard of those?
Dude, they have like
you?
200 milligrams of caffeine.
Yeah, they're
Who
like
is that for?
They're insane.
Lemonade?
I have no idea.
There's like 4 different flavors.
Why?
I don't know.
What if we
They're
just
pretty
get a
good,
coffee?
though.
I've heard they're good.
They're good,
are?
but it's sugar and I mean it's like a soda.
It's lemonade.
It's like a soda with
Just get a Red Bull.
Yeah.
Just get a Red Bull at that point.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That's okay. All right. That's intense.
It is.
That's
and it's
a lot.
I think there's one with like 300 mils. I'm like
300 milligrams.
I just
They came out
imagine
with like a
people
new one.
I imagine people sitting in there for like 3 hours. They probably drink like one or like, they probably drink 2 or 3. And then they're probably just freaking out.
Yeah, they're probably like
their hands are like literally shaking. Like they can't do
they're seeing sounds and everything. They're like, whoa. Yeah.
Fuji apple cranberry.
Okay.
that sounds
Strawberry
fire.
lemon mint.
That's fire.
Or mango citrus.
Ooh.
The flavors are good. I had them.
Okay, mango citrus.
But
actually
fuck
does
Panera.
sound- yeah,
It
I
still doesn't
agree.
make up.
It's still Panera, like at the end of the day, but
All
these-
right. Does it say how much caffeine's in them? That's what I want to know.
too much.
Too
Too much.
260 milligrams.
260 mils on what size cup?
Why?
Is that just a regular size?
Yep.
What is their regular?
20 ounce.
20 ounces. 200. What did it say? 200?
260.
260. A normal cup of coffee from Panera would be like half that.
Yeah.
A cup of coffee is like 120, I think.
They do look
Around there.
delicious.
Around there, yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
But like 260 is whenever you start getting to like, okay, you're gonna like be awake for the next 24 hours.
Bang Energy. Let's look up Bang Energy.
They're still around. I thought they
Yeah.
went out of business.
No, I don't think. Maybe.
I haven't seen one of those in a long time.
Really? All right.
Yeah.
What? I don't drink energy drinks. What are
Alani.
they?
Ghost.
Ghost? Is that?
Oh, Ghost, yeah.
All right. Let's look up what the content is. And
200.
So 200. So it has 60 more than a fucking Ghost. And that's insane to me.
Why? Why are you outclassing an energy drink with
What
a
was our
lemonade?
coffee at work? It was like 600 per cup.
Oh.
Yeah, we didn't know.
So this is
We
a
were doing
funny
it for
story.
Okay, so
years.
walk me
Funny
through.
story. I'll tell you exactly how this
through
happened. So 6 years ago, when we moved into our office,
Yeah.
we were looking for a coffee. I'd sort of been drinking coffee through college and things like that, but
Yeah.
I'd always just been like, here's a cup, put a little bit of milk in there and call it a day.
Yeah.
But then I started researching coffee and I was like, what's like a good strong coffee? And what was it called? Like Death?
I think I've heard of this.
Not Liquid Death. I don't remember what it was called.
It was like Death something coffee.
Yeah.
We had been
Yeah.
buying this for 5 years.
And it like looked cool. It was like a cool brand. And
5
we're like,
years
okay.
we've been buying it for. And, a lot of people didn't drink it. A lot of people felt weird after drinking it. Like,
That's understandable.
Dietz, our COO, has said for years he's always felt weird after drinking it. That's it.
Death Wish?
I think. No.
No, it wasn't this.
Are you logged into our Amazon account? Go back and look.
Was it Valhalla?
That's it.
Valhalla Java?
Valhalla, yeah.
Yep, that's what, yeah.
Valhalla Java. So look up, what's the content in that?
I'm so scared.
It
600.
It was literally like
scary.
650 per like cup.
Isn't that like twice your like recommended dosage for
Yeah.
a day?
Yeah.
It's 3 ghosts.
That's like a whole gaggle of
600,
ghosts.
600 milligrams per 12 ounces.
600 milligrams.
I asked this before.
So we were
12 ounces.
No one knew at our
12
company.
ounces?
Dude, no one knew at our company for 5
And
years.
we were making like multiple cups a day.
We were feeding clients and prospects this coffee.
Yeah.
They're probably just freaking out in their chair.
After you drank it though, and you felt like crap, how'd you not put 2 and 2 together? I'm just so
We
confused.
all were like, oh my God, I have a headache, like crashing.
I didn't drink it that often.
Yeah, because
I
like
did.
you're
Well, at least
actively
they
gaining
did.
superpowers.
Yeah, every
Yeah.
day.
Like 600 multiple.
600.
Well, because our coffee machine has like the 3 different sizes, and we would always make the biggest cup, which is definitely more than 12 ounces.
Okay, I feel like
no,
at that
that's
point,
12.
It
That's
is?
12, yeah. Yeah. The average coffee cup size.
I feel like you could probably naturally time travel at that point once you have like 1,200 milligrams of caffeine pumping through your veins.
It tasted delicious.
Or you go to
though.
the hospital and you start freaking out.
Yeah, maybe that's where you travel to. I don't know, but that's
That happened to someone in our company. They like didn't sleep and then they came in and they had
like 4 espresso shots, like 2 ghosts.
why. Whoa.
because they're not smart.
4 espressos and 2 ghosts?
Yeah.
And then that night he was like, I'm at the ER.
You don't mess with
too
the
much
gaggle
caffeine.
of ghosts. Come on now. Like
The
this
doctor
applies
was like,
to many
he's
different.
dehydrated. And we're like, yeah, I wonder why.
Yeah, the doctor's like, you're on 3,000 milligrams of caffeine and you're dehydrated. You have no water. It's like, yeah, that's why you feel awful
That's
right now.
crazy.
Yeah.
Enjoy caffeine responsibly.
Yes, that is true. That is true. Now,
I feel like this is a life lesson. You now must shout out the person who was stupid enough to do that and put them on blast.
no, we'll leave the name
yeah,
out
we
of it.
can't do that.
We'll leave. Hey, the name is not important. Okay, just know that if you're tired, it doesn't make you awake. It just blocks the receptors that are saying you're tired.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Do you know that?
I think I'm immune to it.
Oh,
caffeine?
Yeah. Doesn't do anything to me anymore.
Hey there, St. Louis podcast listeners. We've got some exciting news from our sponsor, Farmers Insurance of St. Louis, led by the man, the myth, the legend, Mark Lee. Mark Lee of Farmers Insurance is recruiting agency owners here in St. Louis.
That's right, Garrett, and everyone knows what Farmers Insurance is, and if they don't, they will now.
Yes, it's kind of a household name. That said, as many of you know, a large part of our audience is made up of badass business owners, entrepreneurs, and top producing sales professionals with an open mind like yourself. Farmers Insurance is currently searching for driven individuals who aspire to own their own business or already own their own business and want to add another income stream to join the Farmers Insurance brand and own their own insurance agency.
This is a stellar opportunity to build your own insurance agency from scratch, take over an existing agency, or if you're just a slow roller, we know you the guys out there and ladies, get paid to train under an existing successful agency owner before starting your own.
Holy shit, Eric. That means that whether you have experience as a business owner or you've never heard the word business before in your life, there's a pathway to owning your own business through Farmers Insurance Agency led by Mark Lee.
That's right. You can become a Farmers Insurance business owner even if you've been homeless in the past, just like you.
Yeah, thanks.
If you've ever dreamt of being your own boss, building a team under a reputable brand, and making a difference in your community by offering top-tier auto, home, and commercial insurance to consumers and businesses in your area, Farmers Insurance of St. Louis, led by the godlike man himself, Mark Lee, has the perfect opportunity for you.
Visit insurancecareerstl.com to speak with Mark Lee, the district manager of Farmers Insurance of St. Louis, to become a Farmers Insurance agency owner today.
Did you hear that, St. Louis? Go visit insurancecareerstl.com. Insurancecareerstl.com. That is INSURANCE, career, CAREERSTL.com.
To become a business owner today. Again, one more time, visit insurancecareerstl, as in St. Louis.com today, right now, this second, or reach out to us at stlouispodcast.com and we'll introduce you to Mark Lee ourselves. And I promise he won't spell out insurance and career to you.
Now back to the show.
I'm gonna be honest. This doesn't really do much to me anymore either. It's more of like, it tastes like.
Have you ever had?
It's good. It's enjoyable.
Have you ever had the issue though, where like you've had caffeine late at night and you can't go to bed?
No, I think that's a placebo effect.
Not recently, no.
I don't. It happens to me a couple times a year, where I'll have like caffeine late at night, like an espresso martini, which usually I would have no problem with. But then I'm lying awake at 1 a.m. and I'm like, I can just feel my body full of energy from that caffeine.
Well, if you're not
usually I can go right to bed.
If you're not used to it, your body isn't ready for it.
No, I drink it. I drink caffeine every day, so my body. It's just weird. It happens randomly. Where it's all of a sudden my body. It's like
you're just not drunk enough. Then.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, it sounds like another issue.
That could be true.
Because if you're drunk enough, you'll just fall right to sleep.
Balance.
Life lessons.
Then you
right
wake
there.
up at 4 a.m. hating your life.
Well, I mean, come on now.
We lay down, the room's just like.
That's starting to happen to me more and more now that I'm older. I used to be able to sleep through the night like when you get drunk, but now I wake up at 4 and I'm like, oh my God.
Where's ibuprofen?
4 a.m.
Yeah, I wake up at 4 or 5 and I'm up for like an hour and a half dying, drinking water and taking ibuprofen.
Just like bottle after
and
bottle,
then I'm like,
glass after glass.
Now my headache's gone. I finally can go back to bed.
That's fucked up.
Dude, it's bad. I just remember benders in college. Like, what happened?
I normally wake up between like 3 and 4 a.m. and I've learned that apparently that's the witch's hour.
Oh.
Wait, what is that?
This is this. We'll just call this the spooky episode.
I don't know, but it like kind of scared me.
Witch's hour.
I
What does that
I
mean?
normally wake up between like 3 and like 3:36, like on the dot.
Hold on.
Every-
Okay.
like,
Time
almost
between
every night.
3 a.m. and 4 a.m.
Yeah.
The term now has a widespread colloquial and idiomatic usage. Do you like how I said those words correctly? That is associated with human physiology and behavior to more superstitious phenomena such as luck.
Luck?
So I'm lucky?
No, it's supernatural events,
Events.
my guy. Yeah.
So it's when witches, demons, and ghosts are thought to be at their most powerful, 3 to 4 a.m.
Most powerful.
Oh no.
So maybe you're just getting fucked by ghosts.
Yeah,
and
I'm just
stuff.
literally.
They're just
Okay,
like,
chill.
All right, not like that. Apologies.
These ghosts are getting all powerful.
I'm literally
and you're
getting
just like,
possessed
what's
in my
going on?
sleep.
Yeah, you're getting possessed.
Yeah, it's not even like
up.
it's not even like when you wake up and you're like, okay, like what time is it? It's like a
So you jar
like a
wake up.
like wake up. Yeah.
They're like just tapping you on the shoulder.
Stop. Have you guys ever had sleep paralysis?
No.
Not in a long time.
I've never had it.
Really?
No.
I hope I never do.
I had it back when I was a kid a couple times. Yeah, it's scary as fuck because you're like it's like half your brain's awake, half your brain's asleep. You can't move.
So your brain's in like power saving mode.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, wow.
100%. That's exactly what it is. So you can't move or anything. But that's also when you have night terrors. Apparently, too, is you have sleep paralysis, and I've had it a couple times. It's scary.
What?
And you see like a black figure at the end of your bed, but it's just your brain. It's all of like all the stuff running through your brain when you're sleeping. So it's like you're dreaming, but you're awake.
Why would it do that?
I don't know.
You're literally paralyzed.
Yeah,
Like you can't move.
yeah.
Are you sure it's not a nightmare?
No, it's called a night terror or sleep paralysis.
So
They
your
go-
brain is literally just trolling you.
They kind of go.
It's
hand
like,
in
you know
hand.
what? What if we did this? We're like half awake, and then I like make this silhouette of a figure at the end of the bed.
Yeah, funny.
And then I just like, you're not able to move either, too. Like, wouldn't that be hilarious? Let's see what happens.
So it's a temporary loss of muscle control after falling asleep or before waking up.
So can you like close your eyes and go back to sleep, or
I
is that
feel like-
is that part of the like?
I don't like.
You're too like freaked out. I
You
feel
don't
like.
remember a lot, but I don't think you're awake for a long period of time. You like scare the shit out of yourself, but like you're still sort of asleep, so you fall back asleep.
So that's my question then. Are you sure it's not just like a really vivid dream and then you
No,
wake
because
up?
No, it's
your eyes are
completely
open.
different. Yeah.
Like you're
You
there.
can see your room. Like you're sleeping, but you can see your room. It's scary as shit.
That's fucked up.
I
I've
know.
never had that happen.
Yeah,
That's,
look up sleep paralysis and look at night terror.
That's crazy.
It's the wrong night.
No, well, it's because we were talking
Talk
about
lords and sirs.
lords and knights. I'm typing in KN. A sleep
it is a disorder though. That's why.
Yeah, so it's a sleep disorder in which a person quickly awakens from sleep in a terrified state. But
That's from a nightmare.
But usually it's encompassed by sleep paralysis.
I'm so sorry if you have to go through that.
I only had it a couple times.
I don't think
as a kid.
I don't think it's like super often.
No, I wonder if can you get stuck in sleep paralysis?
Like for the rest of your life.
Yeah. What if you're just stuck in sleep paralysis?
Because it does say
Stuck in sleep paralysis.
incoherent, and then it says, you may see things that aren't there.
Yeah.
It's just symptoms of sleep terrors.
Yeah. No.
But they differ from nightmares. It's the dreamer wakes up.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Told you.
Yeah. No,
Brains
it's
are
not.
crazy. Brains are just crazy.
Yeah.
Doing stuff like that.
So do you believe in ghosts then?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Oh, well, then you freaked her the fuck out talking about the witching hours then. Like, she's over
I
there
already knew
terrified.
Matt, I already knew that.
Do you have any ghost stories?
Not personally, but some have happened in my house, yeah.
Like-
My dad has a
Your parents have a haunted house?
I guess. But
Whoa. That's not just a little thing that you just brush
He
off.
had,
Like,
like,
it's just a little haunted.
from his parents' house, like an old, like small grandfather clock, and it never had batteries in it, like since they passed away.
Get the fuck
And one night it like started going off, and
What?
he had never heard the sound of it because the batteries were never in it, and he was like, "What the hell is that?" Went in, it was the clock.
So you're meaning to tell me that this grandfather clock just started going off?
Mm-hmm.
So there is
And I'm pretty sure dogs can like sense ghosts too,
Mm-hmm.
because
heard
they'll
that.
like in our
Yeah.
living room, our kitchen's like back here. My dog will one of my dogs will just like stare in the kitchen, and I'm like, whoever's in there,
No,
like
this is spooky.
back off, please.
This is spooky.
there's people that believe that like inanimate objects hold like thoughts and things like that. Like objects like that can
Like Beauty and the Beast,
What are you thinking?
right? like what are you talking about?
I don't know how to explain it. Like the whole thing. What's the movie called? Like anytime you move something, like a
Toy Story?
like an Exorcist, they always try and
talking
move
about, like,
the being to
Annabelle?
something else.
Oh, okay.
Same with
yeah.
what's the movie called where they have a couple of them, where they have the house full of all the objects.
Conjuring,
Conjuring. So that
because
type
they have
of
the Annabelle doll on there.
yeah. So
Yeah.
so apparently that type of thing actually like is based in some sort of real science. I don't know, maybe fake.
Science?
Yeah,
Maybe
the
fake
demon
science.
latches on to the item.
But yeah,
that's why they're locked in things, so they can't get out.
Yeah. So apparently,
So wait, the demon can't get out of like a cupboard?
no, it's like in an object.
It's in.
Oh,
so like your little
it's like-
fluffy, little thing you slept with when you were 2 years old. It's in that.
like Annabelle the doll.
Mhm.
You know that?
So can it not escape?
They have it in a lockbox.
But like the demon, if I'm like, yo,
It's
this
like a
water
spirit.
bottle, I'm gonna just be here. I can't just like leave it.
No, if you
Correct,
you have
yeah.
to interact with it and like lay it out essentially. It can't just rip your head off. No, it's not Night of the Living Dummies where they just walk around and kill
Right,
people.
yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Ooh, I can sleep soundly tonight knowing that.
No, I totally believe in all of that. Ghosts, possessions, demons.
So you believe in like Exorcist?
Absolutely.
Really?
It happened in St. Louis. Are you kidding me?
I don't know. Did you watch the new movie on Netflix, The Exorcist guy? With dude, you would like this movie. It just came out with
Well, they're coming out with the new Exorcist movie.
So hold on, let's put this in
Gladiator.
perspective,
Russell
right?
Crowe.
Oh,
Russell Crowe just came out with
You believe that you saw a UFO, but you will not believe.
That's what I was about to
paranormal
say.
activity.
You
So
believe in aliens, but you don't believe in ghosts.
No, I believe in. I think ghosts are real.
Paranormal?
Yeah, I believe. Yeah.
Okay.
You
I'm
can't.
not
You
gonna
can't
say
tell
no.
me you haven't watched Ghost Adventures and been like, yeah, that really did
Well, I
happen.
spent the night in
Lemp Mansion.
No, not Lemp. I do want to do that.
Me
I
too.
do that.
For an upcoming video, I'm trying to stay the night in a haunted mansion for a night.
Let's do it. I'm down.
Okay,
I'm down to
I'd
come.
love to get a group together to do this.
Back in high school, we broke into the Chesterfield mansion. It was
Is there a haunted mansion in Chesterfield?
It was a psychiatric facility. So
Oh.
it was like abandoned for a long time. So
Ooh.
we spent the night in there. And back when
Okay, how
we
did
were
that
in
go?
high school, it was scary. We left early. It like right when the sun came up, we were like, we're fucking out of here. But we explored it. We heard sounds and shit. Like there was rooms that were fully padded in the basement. So like we were like in there talking, and it was wild.
Did you bring like tools to communicate?
No.
Oh,
No,
okay.
we didn't have any.
Okay.
All we had was a camera.
You were just like, we're
Like
just
one
here.
of those large handheld cameras,
Yeah.
one of the big ones
Yeah.
from back in the day. Yeah.
Missouri State Penitentiary was on Ghost Adventures.
Really?
Yeah, it's very haunted.
Is it a
Is that
it's a
in,
tourist
like-
attraction? Where's
Yeah.
that at?
Jeff City.
Okay, yeah.
Mhm.
So they're not open anymore. It's just open for tours and shit.
Yeah,
Interesting.
but that episode of Ghost Adventures is pretty fucking scary.
You'll like Matt Rife. He's a ghost guy.
I love Matt Rife.
Did you know he's a
He's
ghost
a ghost guy?
I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Interesting.
I just
Makes
saw,
me like him more.
I watched him on Joe Rogan podcast. He says that he goes out and he spent the night in a ton of places. So
There's some YouTubers that do that. You know, Sam and Colby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're about to release their second Conjuring video
Mhm.
because they went back and they said it was like they stayed there for a week.
Why would you do that?
I don't know.
That's a long time.
That's
But they said it like literally changed their lives.
a commitment.
I'm sure it did. You probably saw some weird, unexplainable shit.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have like a handful of unexplainable things, like one, I'd be like, one or two, you'd be like, we'll figure this out. But you got
Yeah.
like 5 or 6, you're like,
Yeah.
all right, this,
It's like, okay, something is happening.
yeah, this don't
here.
even make sense
Yeah.
anymore. I mean, it's entirely plausible that there's definitely like, I don't know about like demons.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Demons are hard, but like ghosts, like paranormal activity, 100% makes sense.
Yeah. There's
What-
got to be like
There's gotta
some
be
layer
demons.
of like extra energy that's like on top of what we like see in
That's like if
here.
you buy a house,
You know?
Yeah.
if you buy a house someone got murdered in, you want to know that
Yeah.
because it changes the house. Like so
Disclose that.
that's what I was talking about. Where like the
Disclose it.
Yeah, please.
apparently, like some of the energy can just go back into an object.
No,
like,
that's
that's-
crazy.
Yeah, the souls like live there.
So if like a family
literally
was
like the
murdered
Haunted
in a house,
Mansion
they,
movie.
like, burn that house down. Like
Yeah,
they literally
at that
demolish
point,
that
you gotta
house.
start fresh.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
House got to go.
But does it really matter? You clean the floors. It's,
It matters. The house.
I
gotta
know.
Go.
I know. You're
No.
right.
No.
You're
Yeah,
like,
but the plot of land it's on is still
I think the
there.
whole plot is screwed. Yeah,
Okay,
you
so
got to just you got to
Then we'll
put.
just
You-
dig
you
it up,
just
put
gotta-
it somewhere else.
Put a
like
park
that
there.
SpongeBob
Yeah.
episode. We'll push it somewhere else, bring in new dirt, start fresh, blank
Yeah.
slate.
Or just
You got to
don't
dig
move
up
there.
like the 10,
Or just-
top 10
yeah.
foot of topsoil
leave
and
it
get
be.
it all
Yep,
out of there.
Exactly.
Like it's an EPA
That's gotta be enough,
cleanup
right?
project.
I don't know.
Speaking of the Haunted Mansion, you know the ride in Disney World, the Haunted Mansion?
Mhm.
When I was little, I was like 7 or 8 the first time I went. I had to go through the chicken exit before even getting on the ride
Oh.
because I was so scared.
Oh no.
So do you like haunted mansions now?
I've never like been to like a haunted mansion.
No,
I live in
like
one
a-
apparently.
No, like
Yeah, I was about to say you live in one.
Yeah.
not a haunted mansion.
You reside in
a,
one.
Like scary movies.
No, like what they have around Halloween.
Creepy World?
Yeah. Do you like one of those things, like the darkness and
Oh, like you go to a
haunted,
Like the haunted
house? I said
and
haunted
you got
mansion.
some guy
I think-
running
I said
out.
haunted, yeah.
I think Creepy World used to be better. I went like 2 years ago, I think, and it's definitely not the same.
I feel like it's all just now noise.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's like not.
And there's just no lights in there, so it's like
It's almost
I
too
can't
dark.
see you.
Yeah.
So like you're not scaring me.
Yeah.
They almost make it too dark, so that then it's just jump factor at that
Yeah.
point.
I do want to go to Halloween Horror Nights, so or
Where's that?
Is that the one you have to sign
Universal.
a waiver?
No, that's the
have you
McCamey
seen that?
Mansion
You've seen
or
that guy?
McCamey Manor.
I've seen that stuff. Yeah.
I would.
Where like you have to sign a waiver
It's
before you even
rigged.
experience it. Rigged.
Yeah, McCamey Manor.
Yeah,
where if you
you'll
make
never
it
pass.
if you make it through, you win like $500,000. Nobody's ever won because it's rigged.
Well, yeah, you're never. He's never going to let you win.
But it's like borderline. It is torture. Actually, it's not even borderline.
that's not a haunted house. That is
a
those are
torture
for-
chamber.
Yeah, that's just
those are
torture.
those are for people with a weird fetish.
Yeah,
That
that's
is
just like
that's
crazy.
That's
at that point.
100%
Yeah.
a fetish. That makes no
They
sense.
like almost kill you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's a whole
they
documentary
do.
about it. Yeah.
Okay, I'm
Don't
gonna
they
watch
do like
that.
drowning?
Okay, I'm
like
my
they
watch
They
suffocate
like
you,
they drown you. They like
suffocate you,
yeah.
waterboard, and all that type of stuff.
Okay, well, wait, that's not haunted.
I know.
That's just
yeah they
That's
like
just
they like
yeah.
literally strangle you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they don't care because you signed a waiver.
So don't sign a waiver. Read the
Well,
terms and agreements.
The
We're
whole
going to
goal
a
is to get you to
haunted place.
quit, right? It's
Yeah.
to get you to say whatever your
The
word
safe word is. Yeah.
So you can quit at any given moment.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You don't have to go through it. No one makes it.
But now recently, I guess like people won't say the safe word because they're like, I'm gonna make it through. But then they're like, nah, like we're going too far. You have to leave. So they don't like let them go through.
So they stop it.
Yeah, if they don't say the safe word. Like once they get towards the end, they're like, no.
That's rigged.
Yeah.
That is rigged.
But apparently the wait list is like hundreds of thousands of names long.
Why?
I don't know.
If you're on this wait list, please send us a message and let us know why.
It's not
I
too
would
late to
love
back
to
out.
know the appeal. I mean, the only reason I see this is if you're a YouTuber trying to get content.
Even I wouldn't do that.
All I know is if
I'm
I
not
get
gonna do
like
that.
Not that, no.
if I get like halfway through it and you stop me, we're throwing hands. Because I didn't stop it. You
We're
did.
squaring up.
This is like the surgeon that just lost her license for TikTok videos. You see that?
I believe it.
So
I
she
believe
got in
it.
trouble for literally like the actual procedure. She was a plastic surgeon. The actual procedure she was getting on video without, any sort of client consent.
Ooh.
So breaking HIPAA,
Yeah.
doing dances and shit.
Not the dances.
It's
Not
like
doing
you're
a
a-
renegade while you're performing
You're a
surgery.
surgeon. What are you doing? Why are
Yeah.
you dancing around on TikTok?
There's so many people on TikTok that's just like, it's so questionable. I hate TikTok so much.
I hate it.
I hate it so much.
I hate it so much.
But I love it
Yeah, I
at the
love
same
it.
time. Just because like I like to see a bunch of like cinematic videos and like, here's a little tip for you to edit this video or whatever. I like seeing that. But everything
YouTube
else.
Shorts.
See that, yeah.
Follow all your video guys are on YouTube.
That's true. And I do follow them
Yeah.
on YouTube.
Yeah. I used to follow Parker something.
Parker Walbeck, full-time filmmaker.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was like our guy when we first started video 5 years ago at Vi.
Really?
We knew
yeah, I mean,
nothing.
yeah.
We knew nothing.
I mean, that's the place to start for sure. Like
That's
if
how
you
we
want to get
learned about everything camera.
Yes.
And I don't know anything. Don't even ask me a question. But
What is aperture?
something.
Is that how much the lens is open? Or the something? The light?
Hey, it's how much light. It's how much.
light
yeah.
gets through.
There you go.
Yeah. Most people say it's the bokeh. And it's
I don't
because
even
it
know what
like
that
makes
is.
the background blurry
Mm.
because of how much light it's letting it.
What is
yeah.
bokeh?
It's like, those like, think of like a senior picture, how the background is just like
Mhm.
Yeah, you
blur.
don't. Yeah,
That's bokeh,
So portrait mode.
pretty much.
it's like Zoom when you blur the background.
yeah.
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 That's
That's
it.
pretty much all it is.
Yeah. Yep. All right. So, real quick, I know we got like 5 minutes.
Did we get to the question?
No.
No, not really.
And the thing is, we had so many questions
All
too.
right. Have you heard about this F-35 that crashed at an air show or something?
I literally saw a headline and that was about all I've seen
Yep,
about
me
it.
too.
Okay. So,
What's going on with it?
this jet crashed, stealth fighter F-35.
Yeah.
So those cost, they're like under $1 billion, but hundreds of millions of dollars a piece.
Ooh, okay.
So
Pretty penny.
America. So the debris field was 60 miles northeast of where the base was at. And I don't know how long it was, but it was like a day or two where they could not find the F-35. They couldn't find it. So apparently they have transponders, but then of course some smart guy went on TV and was like, well, if the electrical system, failed, then maybe the transponders stop responding. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool. But also if a plane goes down, how the hell are you expecting the electrical system to stay intact? So I'm like, none of this makes any sense.
Yeah, it's like normally if a plane crashes,
why wouldn't it just have like a black box that's just sending out a signal?
Yeah.
That's battery powered. Doesn't that make a lot of sense? Wouldn't that make the most sense?
See, I know before in the older models, they put it literally in the person's chair. So when they ejected, you would find the pilot, but the aircraft would just smash down somewhere. So I'm sure they've changed that now.
Interesting.
But yeah, if there's an electrical shortage, go fuck yourself. You ain't getting nothing.
Yeah, so they couldn't find it. So does this go to show how incompetent we are, or does it go to show how badass of fucking planes we can build?
Jeez, that's a good question.
Because they couldn't find the stealth fighter. It was stealthy.
That's real stealth.
It's doing its job.
Like textbook definition. It's doing everything it needs to do. Okay, they can't.
Problem is, if you lose your phone and then go look for it, are you happy that you hid your phone so well, or you call yourself an idiot?
Or maybe I'm just good at hiding.
That's also true.
Maybe I'm just a pro hide and seeker.
Was I drunk and trying to hide my phone for a good reason?
See?
There's questions to be asked.
It's all about perspective, people.
So yeah, we built a plane so good that we couldn't find it after it crashed. Hilarious.
America.
Except it's worth a shitload of money. And now it's just gone.
Yeah.
Have they still not found it?
So that one plane.
So wait, how do they know it's a precise distance from?
They did find it. They did?
Okay.
They found it. Yeah.
Yesterday?
Okay. Whenever. Yesterday.
Oh.
They ended up finding it.
So they found it. Okay.
Yeah.
And was it fine?
No, I'm sure it was destroyed.
Oh.
Oh, these things, they can happen.
I was thinking maybe he just like went stealth and then landed.
No,
that would be like the goal.
No, he ejected. He's fine.
Oh.
He ejected.
Crashed.
Yeah.
So he's chilling. Good.
Yeah,
good.
he's good. He's good.
Oh,
no,
okay.
he's good.
Ooh,
he's good.
had me nervous.
That's right. All right. So I saw you were at a food eating competition.
I was.
How was it?
Terrible. I was unprepared. I was not good at it. I would do it again though, and hopefully next year I can achieve a higher quantity.
What food was it?
It was chicken tenders. But like the problem is they were like good chicken tenders. So like you want to eat a lot, but at the same time you're like, wow, this is seasoned well. The coating is crispy. Like
I feel like some chicken tenders are bigger than others.
I
though.
had like 7 or 8. I can't remember off the top of my head, but
that's that's a caniac.
That's
not even that bad.
There were these guys down at the other end of the table though that were like turning the chicken tenders into paper mache. I'd never seen this technique before, and it was really impressive.
Dip it in water?
They were just like smashing them all together.
That's what they do at the hot dog eating contest on 4th of July.
Why?
They dip the hot dog buns in Gatorade.
Yeah.
Like the red Gatorade.
Yeah, they
I'm
had
like,
lines of water bottles in front of them that were all open so they could save time. It's impressive how precise this stuff is, but I'm scared of them.
Yeah.
What did the winner get? What's the point of
just
winning?
bragging rights and a trophy.
Okay, that's it.
And it's like, I mean, sure, whatever makes you happy.
Did a restaurant host it?
Chicken Out.
Okay.
Which you should definitely check out Chicken Out. Chicken Out is, oh my gosh, the best chicken tenders in the city for sure.
Are they a franchise? Or is it just them?
Are they like partnered with High Point?
Yeah, they're like partnered with High Point.
Okay.
So like you'll notice like some of the sides and everything are like crossovers, but like the fries at Chicken Out have like the chicken salt on it, which the chicken salt is like the best kept secret because you can put it on anything. I like to make it for like lunches and like put it on chicken, salmon, whatever. Last night I used it for pasta.
Interesting.
Ooh.
So, and it turned out really good because there was like chicken in it and it was perfect.
I mean, salt on anything is usually a good
yes.
bet.
They have like a blend in there. So 10 out of 10 would recommend.
So did the winner at least get like free chicken for like a month or something?
I think there was like 2 different ones. There was a quantity and a spice challenge, which is spice challenge. God. I mean, what is your spice tolerance good?
No, I hate spice.
We've done the hot ones challenge at our office. So I've done.
How did you do?
I tolerated it.
That could mean a lot of things.
Couple years
all the way through.
Yeah, I went all the way through.
And you were just like, all right, cool.
8 was I was crying on the bomb.
Yeah,
the bomb made me cry.
That seems to be the one that gets people.
Yeah, no,
it's not even the last 2.
It's by far the worst. But no, it's bad. It's like holy shit. You have to stop. Like for 10 minutes, you're like just.
Yeah, like you need to block like a calendar slot to make sure that you're good.
It's unnecessarily hot.
Yes, it is too hot.
There's no reason to ever use it.
There's flavor and challenge, and this was definitely just all challenge.
That's all.
Like I tried it on Fox 2, and regret that. It was not a good
Like, do they
choice.
even taste good?
No.
Like, I would
bomb
describe
is
this
awful.
as like it tasted good. It was like tangy at 1st, and
then it just hurts.
Like 10 seconds later, after you're like, oh, this isn't that bad. Then suddenly you just feel fire.
Yeah.
You just feel fire, and then your sinuses open up, and you're like, whoa.
That's happened to me at Chuck's Hot Chicken. You ever had that?
I want to have that so bad.
So I didn't even get the hottest one. I went 4 out of 5. And I was like,
You were
it
just
Well,
like,
was-
yeah, you said you were just like, oh, it's not going to be that bad.
yeah. And I was,
And then it hit you.
I was
didn't it?
literally, it was like the hot ones. My whole sinus was open. I was like, like my nose was running. I couldn't even eat it.
It's kind of nice though
It took
to have
forever
that
to eat it.
feeling.
Yeah.
Because like allergies here, I don't know if you two about
100%.
mine are killing me every single day.
Yep.
Yeah.
And just having the ability to like breathe is nice. I don't
That's
know.
true.
About you, like-
Yeah.
Wait, last time you had allergies, you had COVID though.
Oh, that
I
did
saw that
happen.
video.
That did happen. That did happen. The first time back, that was like literally 3 years ago, like a couple weeks ago. Yeah,
Oh,
that was
that's
crazy.
funny.
I thought it was just allergies and then ended up getting it. And I'm like, please, why now?
I've never had COVID.
Yeah, knock on
Never.
knock on wood. All right, we're gonna wrap up here. All right.
Is there anything else you want to cover while we're still here? We have like gone so far off topic, but like it's been the most insightful conversation.
It's yeah.
We
I don't-
learned a lot.
We didn't ask any of the questions.
No,
but it's
none.
all
We'll just have to do
good.
episode 2 sometime.
Yeah,
We'll get it
absolutely.
scheduled.
Let's just do that.
Yeah.
All right. Before we wrap up today's episode, give a shout out. What do you want people to know about? Where should they check you out? Follow you?
Oh gosh. You should definitely check out my podcast. This isn't my degree, but also check out my YouTube channel. That's where I'm most active. Original Dante. And it's Dante, like the Inferno.
Here we go.
So on all platforms, you can find me Original Dante, like except Twitter. I don't tweet or whatever it's called
X.
now. X.
What about threads?
I do thread. I do knit.
Okay.
So I'm on there occasionally. I mean, I
You're
don't
on the wrong
understand.
platform. You gotta go the other way.
X?
Yeah.
What?
Threads is like dead.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to take that as a challenge. I'm going to revive threads. All right, we're going to knit all the sweaters, hats, bandanas, and scarves.
Winter's coming.
Yeah, this winter, you're going to be hitting me up. All right.
Okay. I had it for like 3 days. I'm like, this is stupid.
It was cool for like the first couple days,
Yeah.
because it felt like
But
the
it-
first
it-
day of school. Like everyone's like, oh, this is cool.
Yeah, everyone's
like,
going, hey.
Yeah, everyone's like coming out with their best jokes and like the best lines. And then you had the people that are like, here's your growth formula for your first 30 days on threads. And I'm just like, shut up. Leave. This is not for you. The door
Not
is
the
over there.
space.
Like everybody's trying to turn everything into a growth strategy. It's like, bro, have some fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Enjoy yourself. Like
We
all
came on
just-
here to get away from that.
Yes. It's like, oh
Yeah.
my gosh, like first 3 hours, 30-day growth formula. I remember seeing a thread and I was like, I'm blocking this person.
Restrict.
Yeah. I blocked anyone that had that kind of stuff in the first
Yeah.
week.
Original Dante, all platforms?
All
Same?
platforms.
There
every
we go.
single one of them.
Lock it up. Go check them out. That's all the time we have for today. However, we will be back next week, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. New episode, new guest, maybe more of Katie. We'll see. Ladies and gentlemen, if you liked her co-hosting today, give her a shout out, send her a message, let her know. Garrett really wants her to co-host, and Katie is just super excited about it, as you can tell.
Drop the comment spooky if you'd like that to
Spooky.
happen.
That's right.
Yeah.
And if we have
Haunted.
if we have anyone with ghost stories on, or excuse me, anyone with ghost stories, I'd love to have you on the pod. Reach out to us. That way we can have Katie and you talk about some good ghost stories.
Maybe we can do an episode in a haunted mansion.
Ooh.
Matt, that means you have to go.
Yep.
Are you down?
Missouri State Penitentiary.
The
Ooh,
basement.
hold on. Whoa. There's a line that we got to like make sure not to cross.
The basement of Lemp Brewery is haunted for sure.
All I see it is I'm gonna die a little bit sooner, and I'm fine with that. That's all it is.
Maybe he'll.
And on that note.
Maybe the demon will get Matt, and then he'll have to get exorcised,
Yeah, maybe.
and then we'll do it live on the pod.
Oh my God, yeah, bring a priest in.
Him getting exercised live on the
yeah,
pod.
like, oh my
That'd be
gosh.
crazy.
That would be crazy. Just
Live
having the
stream
priest
it.
there.
Yeah.
Yo.
He's just locked up back there in that room.
No,
Yes.
on here. He's like
Yeah.
chained to the
He's
table.
tied
Yeah.
down on the
All
table.
I'm hearing is time off work. You
Yeah,
got it.
that's right. It's like, can you get disability for being
Yes, I'm sure.
Possessed.
yeah,
That's
for being
a
possessed?
good question.
Does health insurance cover
Does
possession?
that cover possession?
No, probably not. Probably not. All right. That's all the time we got. We gotta get out of here before next person needs to use this room. But the best podcast that uses this room, as always, is the St. Louis podcast. So, as always, make sure you like the episode. Give us a shout out, subscribe, send it to someone, leave us a review, give us thumbs up, et cetera, et cetera. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, Dante, today, and a pleasure hosting this podcast for the people of St. Louis. Thank you.
Hey there, St. Louis podcast listeners. We've got some exciting news from our sponsor, Farmers Insurance of St. Louis, led by the man, the myth, the legend, Mark Lee. Mark Lee of Farmers Insurance is recruiting agency owners here in St. Louis.
That's right, Garrett, and everyone knows what Farmers Insurance is, and if they don't, they will now.
Yes, it's kind of a household name. That said, as many of you know, a large part of our audience is made up of badass business owners, entrepreneurs, and top producing sales professionals with an open mind like yourself. Farmers Insurance is currently searching for driven individuals who aspire to own their own business or already own their own business and want to add another income stream to join the Farmers Insurance brand and own their own insurance agency.
This is a stellar opportunity to build your own insurance agency from scratch, take over an existing agency, or if you're just a slow roller, we know you the guys out there and ladies, get paid to train under an existing successful agency owner before starting your own.
Holy shit, Eric. That means that whether you have experience as a business owner or you've never heard the word business before in your life, there's a pathway to owning your own business through Farmers Insurance Agency led by Mark Lee.
That's right. You can become a Farmers Insurance business owner even if you've been homeless in the past, just like you.
Yeah, thanks.
If you've ever dreamt of being your own boss, building a team under a reputable brand, and making a difference in your community by offering top-tier auto, home, and commercial insurance to consumers and businesses in your area, Farmers Insurance of St. Louis, led by the godlike man himself, Mark Lee, has the perfect opportunity for you.
Visit insurancecareerstl.com to speak with Mark Lee, the district manager of Farmers Insurance of St. Louis, to become a Farmers Insurance agency owner today.
Did you hear that, St. Louis? Go visit insurancecareerstl.com. Insurancecareerstl.com. That is INSURANCE, career, CAREERSTL.com.
To become a business owner today. Again, one more time, visit insurancecareerstl, as in St. Louis.com today, right now, this second, or reach out to us at stlouispodcast.com and we'll introduce you to Mark Lee ourselves. And I promise he won't spell out insurance and career to you.